I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go.
Give to Bigsby on the option.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. He's across midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Rip, 23.
42-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the
touchdown. And Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will. At the 25. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Levis from the gun. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks it.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, gonna throw it. But it's not gonna work. He'll go down. They got him. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
11, Haggett.
They go play action now. Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily in that position.
This a 2nd and 8.
Think right. Here we go.
Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd down and 1. Levis looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Hand off to Spears. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On first down, Levis.
Flushed out right.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Levis.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Levis now on second down.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now Levis.
Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
For 30 more yards and another first down.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Levis on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Titans first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. Rolling to his right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Levis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam.
Now 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Bigsby. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Levis back to throw. That's complete. It's Josh Riley. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run by Spears. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Levis out of the shotgun now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Levis. He'll buy some time right. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Spears. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Levis sets up to throw here.
Over the middle, it's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Levis now on 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Levis to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs.
That's caught at the 25. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 48 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Hey, lie.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Levis from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he loses the football the 2nd time.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 15.
98 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Hey, Ron.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Here we go.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 26-yard line.
A second down throw from Levis.
His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Levis looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Spears will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
The partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark